Okay, hello, we're on the ground at Sherburn in Elmit Echo Golf Charlie Juliet. We're going to do a standard, well, Sherburn is not exactly standard, but we're going to fly a circuit, and I'm going to demonstrate the different stages of the circuit and try my best to talk you through it. Not a real pilot, so I'm going to probably make some mistakes, so yeah, it is what it is. It's just for fun. Flight simulator use only. Do not use this for anything related to real world ever. That'd be a nightmare. Right, let's crack on then, shall we? So I'm gonna hold it on the toe brakes and just get the power a little bit up. 1700 RPM. Okay, we're gonna go full power onto you airliner guys, Toga. And we're gonna keep an eye, try and hold the center line with the rudder. My legs aren't exactly brilliant, so I do struggle. 55, we're gonna rotate. The T's and P's are in the green, we're looking good. We're gonna climb at about 70 knots. Bring the flaps up. So at Sherburn, it's a slightly unique circuit. It's not that complicated. You climb runway heading, and you try and stay straight until you get to the railway line here. Then you make a slight turn just to go between these two villages, which is Sherburn in Elmet on the right, and South Milford is on the left. So you try and thread the needle. Pardon me. You try and thread the needle through these two villages, all the time climbing up to the circuit height of 1,000 feet. So this is the upwind leg that we're on now, and then we're going to turn to the crosswind leg any second. You wouldn't normally have this this little turn that I did, but as I said, at Sherburn you do. Normally you just climb on the upwind, you just turn 90 degrees. And watch the altitude, bring the power back to about 23, 2200 RPM. To do a very short crosswind, we're going to turn straight onto the downwind. All the time trying to maintain that 1,000 feet. A little bit of trim, a little bit of power adjustments. Okay, we're going to roll out here towards the power station. That's what I normally use as my reference. Going to the power back a tinge a little bit. Just try and drop that needle. On the vertical speed indicator, that's the one there in the middle with the arrow pointing towards the left. Okay, so we're downwind, so at this point you'd normally contact the controller or the air ground or aviation. You just let them know, Aero 3 Quebec, we are downwind, runway 28 for a full stop. Other options are touch and go, or stop and go, or low approach. We're just going to do one circuit and we're going to land since this is for demonstration purposes. So even I'm actually talking, I'm doing alright, to be fair. I'm impressed with myself. So the next job is to turn, this is the downwind leg. Now you'd fly the downwind leg parallel to the runway. There's a runway over there. You want to be at least a mile, 1.3, 1.5 mile away when you can, when procedures allow, and at the circuit height. We're going to use this farm here as a reference. Once we get past that farm, we're going to make a 90-degree turn onto the base leg. So we're past the farm now. We're going to make a 90-degree turn onto the base leg. And we're going to start to reduce the power, and we're going to start the descent. We're going to aim for about 500 feet per minute. I tend to aim at the little, I don't know if you can see the little white thing up there, but I tend to aim at that. Do a little bit less power, and there's a farmhouse just there, that's the one, and then there's the railway line, then there's the runway just there, look. So we're now aiming at that. Okay, flaps 1, push the nose down so the nose doesn't come up. Turn a little bit sharper, that's with chatting about it rather than just doing it. Bring the power back a little bit more, add another notch of flaps. Push the nose down, I didn't see how it lifted then. I didn't push the nose down enough. Now we're aiming for not the arrows. You'll see in a minute there's arrows on the runway. We're not aiming for that. That's the pre-displaced thresholds suitable for use as an extension for takeoff but not suitable for landing. Aircraft, we're going to go past that. We're going to go past the solid white line, which is the runway threshold, and we're going to go past the numbers. So you can just see the numbers now on the big white line, and we're aiming for just after them. And we're going to try and get ourselves a little bit straighter so I don't embarrass myself too much. And that was horrible, but we're just going to try and make the most of it. And okay, we're down. Not the best, but I didn't crash, so yeah, it's not too bad. And we're just going to turn off here. Go with the taxiway. And okay, that's it. Obviously, if you were going to do a touch and go, you'd have just powered back up again, brought the flaps up, and you would have just taken off again and done the same thing again. Okay, that is a VFR circuit, and my name's Paul. This is a video for the virtual aviation community, part of our training material for virtual pilots, along with virtualaeroclubs.com and virtualairconnect.com. Check out the website, subscribe, leave a comment of our business. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now.